Well, an investigation found Chandler McCoy, driver, and Jalen Carter, driver, were operating their vehicles in a manner consistent with racing shortly after leaving downtown Athens. The evidence demonstrated both vehicles switched between lanes, drove in the center lane, drove in the opposite lanes of travel, overtook other motorists, drove at high rates of speed in an apparent attempt to outdistance each other. Evidence showed that shortly before the crash, the Expedition, which is what Carter was driving, was going 104 miles an hour. Toxicology reports indicate that LaCroix's blood alcohol was 0.197. Investigators determined that alcohol impairment, racing, reckless driving, and speed were significant factors to the crash. Arrest warrant issued for reckless driving and racing for who is the number one prospect in the NFL draft. That is Jalen Carter. Man, I've told you, and you saw it last night to a totally different degree, but it is impossible. It is really impossible to handle for most kids the fame that comes with winning. Like, you know, I knew there was something more to the staffer and the player that died. You knew there was something more. Like I told you on this show, I guarantee you that there's something more. Devin Wilcox and Chandler LaCroix, yeah. Devin Willock was the kid who died, right? And then there was a young lady, a staffer, driving a staff car. I told you, like, I've been in this too long, man. I've been in this way too long for anything like that to happen, and there's not a backstory. If you've watched our show, what's the one thing that we always tell you? And we will always tell you, ladies and gentlemen, there is always a backstory. There is always. Now, Senator BS asked, why wait until the combine? I don't have an answer to that. I honestly don't. I don't have an answer. Like, I don't know, did it take this long for the police investigation? Did it take this long to them to finalize? Did they wait until, I just don't know. But one thing I do know is this does not surprise me. It surprises me, you know, maybe that they were racing or whatever. But it does not surprise me that there's a backstory here. Nobody wanted to get into it. Everybody certainly was tippy-toeing around it. But why was a young staffer, a young woman, driving a car that didn't belong to her with players at 2 o'clock, 2:30 in the morning? Honest to God. That's the first thing I think all of us thought of, was it not? It's the first thing that entered my mind. I guarantee you, the folks that are on the YouTube chat, I guarantee you it's the first thing that entered your mind going way back. And it's horrible. It's horrific. And again, I think of the victims. And I also think this, man, if you're Jalen Carter and you're all these guys, yeah, the arrest warrant is something, but isn't there something in your brain that makes you feel awful that you were involved in the death of somebody? Yeah, I get it. I'm wrong. I get it. I'm a bad guy. I get it. All that kind of stuff. But seriously, isn't there something in your brain that says, man, I can't live with this. I got to seek therapy. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. I cannot tell you. But man, oh man, arrest warrant for Jalen Carter out now. Hey, Dylan, can you guys tweet that from OutKick with our show so people know that we're covering it, because this just came out and it's horrible news for everybody. Like, I have no interest in young people that have everything going for them and then screw it up. I have no interest in making fun of them. It's tragic. It's tragic for everyone involved here. People want to, I'm sure, will rip Jalen Carter, and they should, I guess, but I just can't. I can rip when it's involved in murder. I can rip that, but I just, man, dudes just throwing stuff away just makes me crazy. It does. Because Jalen Carter, let's be honest, I don't know where he's going to be drafted. I don't know these charges. Who knows? Guys have played. Dante Stallworth played after hitting a guy in the middle of the night or early morning and killing him. He came back and played, right? Ray Lewis, the whole deal, whatever. But I got to tell you, this is horrible. And I don't think I'm overstating it. I honestly don't. I do not think I'm overstating this. Sad, 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 sad news. And you know what? It's just like Georgia can't stop themselves. Like Georgia is just going to continue to have these problems. And I'm telling you, and I'll keep telling you, it is really difficult in this era to handle at 20 or 21 the fame that you get. Now, once you get in a situation, and this is my problem with Brandon Miller, once you get in a situation, my problem with Nate Oates, you got to show empathy, compassion, regret, remorse, be sorry, whatever. Man, bad, 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 bad news. Now, people are going to say, why at the combine? Who knows? Maybe they wanted the biggest splash possible. Maybe they did. Maybe they said, we want the biggest splash we can possibly get. And the combine is going on here, and Indy Carter is there. Let's make some news. Or maybe they just finished what they were doing. Yeah. Yeah. Hello, Brad Buffington. Anyway, we'll talk to Trey Wallace. Trey is our SEC Alabama expert, but this is not something that I celebrate. You know what I mean? Bill Polly says, how bad do you want it? Who do you want to surround yourself with? Who's got your back? We've all made mistakes when we were young. Not all of us were getting ready to make it to the NFL. Very, 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 very few of us. Iron Man says, a lady tried suing me after I pulled it from a burning car. Her broken foot didn't take it well, and she got thrown out. Wow. All right. There you go. God, that's sad. Hey, thanks for watching Don't At Me with me, Dan Dakich. Make sure to like, subscribe, or click the notification bell for more of my beautiful face. Check out my full show to my right, or watch this other video. See ya.